Hi, and welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk tank bags. So if you want to learn more about a couple of tank bags I've tried, stick around.
Dang, this looks like a cliff. I mean, this is a cliff. All right, I can do it. Hang on, let me figure out which way we go. I think we stay, I don't know. Yeah, no big deal.
Alright, so this is one that I just recently purchased, and looking at it on paper, this is the one that I really wanted to work. And I wanted it to work because it has water bladder in it. As summertime approaches and I look at riding some of these rallies and some long distance rides, having water handily available was important to me. So I picked up this one. This is the newest MOSKO Moto Nomax. Very organized and detailed. Has some molly webbing on the top, and then it just has layer after layer after pocket after pocket. I mean, this thing allows you to be so extremely organized. I've never seen anything like this. This is an incredible tank bag. The bottom layer is where the water goes. It's got a harness. This goes up front, and then it has some straps. I'm not a fan of straps. I'm not. But because it had water, I wanted it to work for me. The tank bag itself just didn't work for me. And it's not because of the design or quality or anything. It's just the way it fits and sits on my bike just doesn't work for me. Let me show you that. So as you look at this, I feel like there's a natural spot where this bag would lay. And that's, you know, because the water's in the bottom, I want it to not be trying to bend it in half. So with the position of where I think this tank bag falls, it makes seeing the top really hard, and I'll demonstrate that in a second. And again, this tank bag is in layers. So everything is this way and it opens up. So the very bottom's of water, and then you've got each side has pockets. I mean, organization is just over the top with this one. But when I'm on the bike, and let me show you that, from the riding position, and I'll move my arm, but this is my standard riding position. This is so close to me. When you have your helmet on, it's hard to look down to see the phone. It needs to be more up this direction so you can see anything. So this part really didn't work for me. The second thing was everything opens towards you. And again, when you've got a helmet on, it makes it really hard to look down and see what you're doing. So I've done everything. I wanted this to work really bad because of the water. And unfortunately, it just doesn't work for me. I'm not a fan of the straps. I've never liked straps, the harness. It's in a nice spot. You can quickly, with two clips here, pull it down and fuel, so it's quick and it's easy that way, but it just doesn't work for me. Okay, so this is the SW Motech GS Pro. I think it's their biggest one. It's held on by a tank lock ring, and as you can see, it's tailored to shape. Because of GS, it contours the fuel tank very well. It doesn't touch the paint, no straps, and it's big. It opens away from me. So when I'm sitting on the bike, I can look down in it and see it. And it is big. Almost a little too big, but I'm gonna enjoy it. It's gonna work for me very well. I mentioned once before, why can't we make one waterproof? This one comes with a waterproof cover. And then they sent me a catalog. They have near the identical thing in 100% waterproof material. I already have this. I'm not going to send it back to get that. I think if I would have known and paid attention, I would have bought the waterproof one. But that's okay. This is going to work for me. This, when it sits on the bike, let me show you that. All right, so this is the SW Motech bag. As you can see, it contours with the tank very well. It's locked on with a tank lock ring, so nothing is actually touching paint. And it's got a flat top and opens away from you. I'll talk a little bit more about this in a minute, but it's got a port on the front for charging cables and stuff. But it looks really big, but when you sit on the bike, again, taking my hand off, plenty of room right here, and this is good and flat, so I can, if I put my phone or what else, and I'll talk about that in a minute, on top of that, I can see it. It's easy. It does, because it's big this direction, I had to take my quad lock off, which I really didn't care for anyway, but so my spot tracker is going to be, maybe have to get relocated a little bit, but this opens away from you so you can get into it, and it's just big, so it's got plenty of room to do what I want. Zipper pocket up here, but being flat, allowing me to see a map or my phone on the top, that's what I needed. And I don't like straps, so I think this is going to work out really good. Two big pockets on the outside. So I think for all the reasons, this being flat, the size of it, tank lock ring, this is going to be my tank bag. It's got a handle, so when I come off the bike to come into my house or a motel or whatever case, it'll be easy to pop this off and grab that handle and hold it. I do have to move some stuff around on my handlebars. That's okay. The hole right here for charging port, I think is going to be okay. It's right in the front, so it keeps the cord length nice and short. This, let's talk about this for a second. If I can get it off. All right. So on the top of the bag, we have MOLLE webbing. And then this little plastic piece. It's actually 3 pieces total. This is some sort of mount that's on the back of the phone mount. It's supposed to be a quarter turn release. Haven't sorted out. I think this is correct. I'm not sure why they went this route, not just MOLLE webbing, but it's supposed to be a quarter turn lock. But the phone mount itself, or the phone case I should say, this is going to be straight up, and in the Texas sun, this will overheat my phone and shut down. There's no cover, there's no nothing. So I don't think this is going to work for me. Just if I put my phone in it, I think they made this so it comes off quick and you can carry it around, but it's not going to work because my phone will overheat, guaranteed. So the option I have is this. I have the phone mount from the MOSKO Moto one. Now this one's a little different. This mounts with Velcro. Again, I don't know why they did that, but these Velcro straps and this pad would get mounted right to the top of the tank bag. That's how it goes on that one. And then you can pull this off and stick it on the Velcro, and it sticks very well. This one has multiple covers. So there's a sunshade. Now it's just like the SW Motech one. All right, that won't work. Too much sun. It's got a hole in the bottom, so if you put your phone in there, you can charge it. It's got this that helps keep your phone centered if you have a small one. So this goes down in and it keeps it centered, and then you can put that shade on to cover it up. So I think I will try to mount the MOSKO Moto phone holder on top of that and try that, because This is not going to work for me because it doesn't have any type of shade. I'd have to put a towel or something over it. It's just not going to work. The tank bag I think is going to work very well. It is big. It does have this, so it's got this expansion zipper. So it becomes even taller. I don't think I should need that because that's pretty big as it is. But I like being able to put all my stuff inside it, even if it just gets a little cluttered, but I can fill the outer pockets with snacks, all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to get into what you carry in your tank bag, but having a flat top open away from me, charging cable up front, I think this is going to work very well. So I will give this a try, and after I get some miles on this tank bag, I'll do another review and let you know what I really think. It is on the large side, I will say that, but it is what it is. I'm not sending it back to get a smaller one. So you can, if you want a smaller one, they use the same tank lock ring. So you can buy one tank lock ring, and then that's all you have on your bike, and you could go back and forth between a around the town tank bag and a long distance tank bag. All right. So I hope that sheds a little light on some tank bags for you. There's 3 different options that I have. Again, this is going to be my long distance touring tank bag, and we'll see how it works. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Be safe.